Hi everyone, my name is Kai and welcome to my review for Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, the sequel to 2018's Peter Rabbit, directed by Will Gluck, starring Rose Byrne, James Corden, Domhnall Gleeson and also Daniel Oyel Oyelowo. I can get it right, hopefully I got it right, apologies if I didn't. So basically, Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, is basically a film whereby Bea, played by Rose Byrne, is kind of seeking out to kind of further her career with her book, and basically she meets up with Nigel, who's played by Daniel, and they kind of work together in sorts to try and push the book further up, like give it more publicity, make it more successful as such. And in doing so, it kind of causes a big rift between Peter and the rest of the gang. The reason why I say this is because in the film, basically, they want to take it in a new direction whereby the rabbits all have their own personalities and characteristics. However, the one which they give to Peter is kind of puts him in a bad light and basically makes him feel that he's kind of always the one who's always in trouble, and everyone always kind of puts him down as the mischief one. Sorry, both of the So the two characteristics which Peter get is mischief and also bad seed. As a result of this, Peter kind of decides to not go into a deep thought kind of thing, and basically leaves the pack for about a day, if that. Within like a day, about 6 hours or 3 hours, I don't really know. But he ends up meeting up with a stray rabbit called, I can't really remember what the villain's name was, apologies. But he meets up with a stray rabbit who kind of leads him on a path of hope, and sort of telling him what he wants to hear. And by doing so, he also tells him that he actually knew who Peter Rabbit's actual father was. And by doing this, he kind of convinces him to try and join his team of misfits, who end up basically robbing humans for food and like jewelry and whatever else to try and survive, as the best that they can, because they don't have owners as such. Now, to me, Peter Rabbit 2 is a film which is half and half, whereby the first half for me, I didn't really enjoy it. I felt like the second half of the film was way more better than the first half, and I feel like that's also when it comes to Peter Rabbit 1. I feel like with this one, there's certain aspects of the film which I feel are better than when it was in Peter Rabbit 1. And just overall, I feel like the whole feeling for me was that Peter Rabbit 2 kind of gave off the vibes of Babe, and especially Babe, I think it's Babe 2, Pig in the City, where they basically all of the animals from a house, which is kind of like a hotel for animals basically. They all get kidnapped by the same people, basically, like those, not like RSPCA, but they're kind of like RSPCA, but they kind of like rescue animals and put them in cages and things like that. And he has to basically go off into the city to try and rescue everyone and bring them back to safety. That's kind of the same premise of this one as in the film. When they're doing their big robbery, it ends up turning out that the villains of the film, the real villains, decide to basically turn on the rest of the Peter Rabbit family and kind of, get them arrested as such, in a way to basically cause a diversion so that they can basically go off into their own kind of world as such. But they kind of basically get a liking to Peter and bring him into his crew as such. Well, they try to bring him into his crew, but it doesn't actually work out. So yeah, I feel like the actors, everybody who acted in this, and also actresses of course, were pretty good. It's a family film which is if you've seen those kind of films where it involves animals like Babe or Racing Stripes, then you've probably seen it's very similar to that. Like in terms of the acting and how everything is set out, it's very much like that. James Corden in the film, listen, he's not James Corden for me. I don't necessarily enjoy him. I feel like he's annoying, and I love the way how they broke the third wall when they basically come out and say, Nigel basically comes out and say that his voice, when they're talking about Peter Rabbit as well, they talk about what his voice would be like when it comes to a human, and they say that his voice is annoying. And to me, that fits perfectly with James Corden. I feel like he's very annoying, and in the first half of the film, that is what kind of gets on my nerves a bit, because I'm not really a big fan of James Corden. I don't really find him entertaining, and sometimes I feel that he's kind of fake and condescending. But and in this, it kind of it shows it sometimes. But you know, you can't really do anything. He's a voice actor of such in this, so you know, James Corden, alright. The rest of the crew, fabulous. Everything about the film was what you would expect for a family film. There was a lot of comedy acts, especially when it comes to basically Rose having to basically try and save all of the rest of the animals which live on her farm. I thought that whole part of the film was excellent done, made me laugh a lot. I know that it's definitely going to make a lot of children or parents who have children or whatever, whoever's watching this, I'm sure a lot of you will also find that part of the film entertaining. Issue with the is there any other issues in the film? Not really. Animations, of course, superb. Especially because this is a big blockbuster film, I don't really expect it not to have, you know, any crap, terrible animation. Yeah, I just feel like the whole film to me was good. I don't think it's better than the first one, because I'm gonna have to give Peter Rabbit 6 out of 10. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will hopefully be later today. The reason why I'm basically, if you're watching this, if you got this far, the reason why I'm filming this is because unfortunately my internet is down and I can't work. So why not watch a film? You know, what doesn't hurt them doesn't hurt them, and I get to make films or videos for you guys. And also, because I've got so many films which I have to watch, this is a good thing for me to do. So yeah, leave your comment sections, or leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and thank you for watching. Peace.